y'all. Telling me where you're from. Good morning, Instagram. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Tanzania. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hi, Germany, Baltimore, London, Mississippi. DC, Florida. Good morning, everybody. Y'all, apparently I needed some sleep. I woke up. That's not even true. I didn't wake up. Monique called me. She's like, "Are you okay? You're gonna go live this morning?" And then my husband, I looked at my phone and he had texted me. He's like, Are you going live? I can't find you. Y'all, I don't think I have slept past 5:30 a.m. in a very long time. I think I was stressed last night. I was stressed last night because, I don't want to put any person on blast, but I was up late with one of my children, and and let's just say let's just say that just because you've parented teenagers before, and just because you know kind of sort of what to do, that does not mean that when you have to parent teenagers again, that it's not slightly stressful, depending on the issue at hand. Oh. So yeah, I was up late working on some things with a certain person in my home, making some decisions. Hey, Ashley Island. And I was up late crafting emails and doing things. I just think that by the time, it's like kids being in a stroller. By the time they realize that they have it good having to walk, then it's time for them to get out of the stroller. You know what I mean? It's like you've been wheeling them around, and then right about the time they realize, oh, this is the good life, it's like, no, you're too big. You got to get out of here. You understand what I'm saying? The same thing is true of teenagers. I think right about the time they realize, I had it good, you're like, get out. It's time for you to go. And so, I had a friend that told me most teenage boys go to sleep around 13 and they just don't wake up until they're 19. And so don't worry about it. Like, whatever it is, don't worry about it. They'll come back, they'll wake up. And that has been, I think, some of the best advice I've ever received, because sometimes I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, where did you go? Where did you go? So, yes, love life lesson, the stroller life. So, yeah. And here's the thing. I know how to be a girl teenage mom. Boy teenage mom, I think I'm okay. It's just that whatever they want to do, I want to support them doing. I don't necessarily want to do it. So my youngest son wants me to play basketball with him. My middle son wants me to watch the video game. My oldest son wants me to listen to the theme song for the. I'm just like, Jesus, help me. Y'all don't want to watch Pretty Woman with me? That's what I did. When my girls were older, we watched chick flicks and we cooked food and we. Anyway, yes, boys and girls are different. So today, today I think I'm recovering from some stressful moments last night. So anyway, oh yeah, they want to wrestle, they want to jump on your back, So here are some things that I have learned. Y'all are talking about my drink. I see. Here you go. Let me just go on and just scratch that itch because y'all are like, what is it? So my husband went to the juice bar or something yesterday for me. Hi, Guyana. And I need to refresh my palate. So 2 days of juices. This is orange, kale, lemon, and mint. This is the sweetest it'll be all day to get you going in the morning. This has 54 carbs, 35 sugars. Jeez Louise. But this is as much sugar as I'm going to get all day. So it'll wake me up a little bit. Yeah, Jackson Jones. It's like, can't we just snuggle on the couch? Jesus, help me. Okay. So I literally sat here. Hey, Elfrida. I literally sat here. Yes. All they want to do is sleep, which is fine. That's fine. But you still have to do your stuff. I want you to be a man. But and I want you to have license to live your best life. I do. Can you man up so that I don't have to mom up? Can you, if you take it from me and run, then I won't take it back. I mean, all these illustrations. I literally told one of my this is how I talk to my children. Listen, when I was in college, I dated a football player. And do you want to know what that football player got that I didn't get? He got free tutoring. Not only did he have free tutoring, but that tutoring was mandatory. You want to know what I had to do as a scholarship student who had to make my own way? I had to find a tutor. I had to find the free tutoring hours. I had to find out when my professor had office hours. I had to seek out the help that I needed. And often that was at inconvenient times, at doing in places that were inconvenient for me to get to. But I had to do it on my own. You want to know what those football players got? Free tutoring. Not only was it free, but it was mandatory. You want to know why it was mandatory? Because all of those football players had been brought, not all, but many of them, most of them, they had been brought to that school on scholarship. Do you want to know what that football department said to them? You cost too much for us to let you fail. We've invested too much for you to just fall off the ends of the earth with your grades. It is not optional for you to fail out this semester on our dime. So to ensure that our investment is good, tutoring is mandatory. Not only that, son, but tutoring is free. This is what happens, y'all, when you're the daughter of a pastor. Everything gets turned into an illustration. I said, listen here. You cost too much, son, for me to let you fail. I've invested too much in your life for you to just fall off the ends of the earth with your grades, for you not to succeed. Failure is not an option. That's what they told those football players that showed up for their 9th grade year. Failure, son, is not an option. And what I'm trying to tell you right now, son, failure is not an option. That's what happens. And even when you homeschool your kids, summer school can happen. I mean, I really want you to have a summer. That's what I want you to have, because I want a summer. But if we didn't get it right, son, failure is not an option. So that's what happens. So I was trying to figure out what to talk about today, because I was going to talk about finding and developing your sister circle. I'm cold. Hold on a minute. Hold on just 1 second. Hold on. It's cold in here. Okay. All right. So I was going to talk about how to find a sister circle, and I may talk a little bit about that today, but I want to think some more about that and give you some actual for real situations. But today I want to talk about something that, I always forget to tell you who I am. I want to talk about something that I think can certainly help you to discover who are the people that you want to have in your life. Because I think sometimes, you're looking for people who you can serve with, who you can benefit, who you will be benefited from. You're looking for a mutual situation, right? It's got to make sense to both people. And so y'all are like, I'm using that illustration. My kids are getting a word today. Oh no, Valerie, you're detoxing from caffeine. You didn't have your coffee. Oh. All right. Listen. Yeah, listen. Oh, I feel so bad for all the kids that are about to get a word today. Sorry, kids. Sorry, teenagers, particularly the boys. So I'm Chrystal Evans-Hurst. If it's your first time today, and if you're just sitting around, which, wondering what's happening and why we're here, there you go. That's who I am. Make sure you're on my email list, because I send all the things to my email list, crystalevanshurst.com. And because people always ask me, here are the things, I'm rolling through them. Interested in coming to the online event next weekend, where there will be, I think now, over 30 encouragers who are sharing real life, real stuff with you. crystalevanshurst.com/TSC online. It's just so many things. I'll save the other things till the end, because it's too many things at one time. All right. So, the reality is that you develop a sister circle for a lot of different reasons. I actually was online last night, a group that I was supposed to go speak to in June. Of course, like everybody else, they've had to cancel their arrangements. And so, but they were reading the book, and they said, hey, can you kick us off? Because we're reading your book. Like, the whole reason we were going to have you come and speak to us is because we're reading your book as for our book club. And can you just kick us off, when we'll move your speaking engagement to another time? So I said, sure. And so when they brought me on, she said, in this book, of course, Chrystal talks about having your sister circle. And this is our sister circle. We're studying a book together. It's a group of pastors' wives. And they said, we're studying this book together. And, as we go through this, and as we continue to meet about this book, because they of course, they have a group that meets ongoingly about other things. This is our community. It doesn't mean they don't have other communities. It doesn't mean they don't have other friends, other people that they love. It just means for that purpose, they're choosing to get together and do the thing, and you just kind of have to decide who you want to do the thing with, who do you want to do life with. But a lot of that is centered in doing what you love, and so when I decided to talk this morning about something, one is I always scan my pictures. Y'all, Karis came over and took some lifestyle pictures. And I was like, what do I need these pictures for? I could just pull out my phone and just take pictures when I need to take pictures. She said, no, no, you need like intentional pictures. And I was like, ugh. So anyway, that's why I've had some good pictures, because Karis was like, just put on a shirt, a good shirt, and just let me take some pictures. So the day she came over and took pictures, she was like, you need to do something else. So we went to the kitchen. I did some stuff with the kids. You know, I went outside and looked contemplative and journaled. And then I went outside and took the picture that y'all saw on the cover photo for today's episode. You know, me on a bike. Me on a bike, you know. And I was looking for my pictures, saw the one of me on the bike, here you go, and thought, I love riding a bike. I love it. I actually love it. And let me tell you a little story about that. So when I was in my 20s and working a stressful job, I wanted to ride a bike. And I'd had a bike in college and it was kind of jacked up. So I went to and we grew up, you know, riding bikes. So I rode my bike around campus, loved doing it. And I went to the bike shop and was looking for a bike where I could put my daughter on the back seat. Like I could get a kid situation and put it on the back, like a kid's chair, like a car seat, but you put it on the back of your bike. And y'all, I went in and they were selling me the bikes, and, you know, I had a small car, and they were like, if you buy a bike where you can pop the front wheels off and the back wheels off, then it'll be easy for you to get it in your car. And, you know, just all these different things. And of course I'm suckered in. And by the time I left, I'll never forget that the bill to buy the bike plus the child seat, you know, it's going to be like over $300. So I'm single, you know, and, you know, it's a big sacrifice. It's a big sacrifice. Yannette O'Neill, you said, reminds me of back home in Guyana riding bikes. I'm sure you get it from your mom. Probably. But I remember talking to everybody about wanting a bike, you know, and me needing a bike, and how much this was going to cost, and, you know, is it wise for me to buy this bike? And I'll never forget, a friend of mine, Rhoda Gonzalez, a great friend of my mother too. She just said, I think you should get it. And she said, you know, I was actually talking to my husband about it, and I just said, you know what, this is something that's going to last her a really long time. And it's something she's going to enjoy. It's something she can do with her daughter, you know, and even after a long day of work, if she can come home and do this thing with her daughter, you know, it's still a win. It's still a win. And so her investing in something that she loves is a win. It's a win because she'll enjoy it. It's a win because she can do it with her daughter. It's a win because she's going to buy a quality bike that'll last a long time. Let me tell you about spending money on things that'll last a long time. So my husband and I, Jesse, are you watching? My husband and I, we've been talking about moving, where we've been. Some of y'all may have heard this before. It's a temporary situation. And we knew that. So as we talk about moving potentially, we've been talking about I'll say this. I've been talking about what we're going to take and what we're not going to take here. Harvey, you just got a new laptop. What'd you get? Harvey? I'm so stressed, y'all. I'm so stressed. I don't want to pick wrong. Okay. So I'll come back to laptops in a minute. Okay. So y'all, little by little, he says little by little, I've been getting rid of his furniture. Angela said, I never had a bike as a child. I was planning on getting one today for your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Sheena, y'all, I'm stream of consciousing. Stream of consciousing. Can't even say it. That's not a word. Sheena, you got a MacBook. What kind of MacBook do you have? Y'all are distracting me. You're distracting me. Okay. So he says I'm getting rid of his furniture. And it's kind of sort of true. But let me tell you what. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you why I've been slowly but surely getting rid of some of his furniture. So when my husband and I got married, Candace said, focus, Chrystal. Okay. When my husband and I got married, you know, I was a single woman. He was a single man, but he's a little older than me. And he had furniture for a bachelor. Okay, when I got married, I was single, but I had a kid. So I had furniture that was friendly to kids. His furniture wasn't friendly to kids. And so y'all are just distracting me to the best of your abilities. This is so great. Hono Moshi said, I never had a chance to learn to ride a bike as a child, and now at 41, I'm learning and enjoying it. Thanks to the lockdown. I'm so glad you're doing something fun during the lockdown. Y'all not going to distract me. Okay, I'm going to come back to the MacBook conversation. I'm going to come back to the bikes. So my husband said, you're getting rid of all my stuff. And but I said, I always say to him, listen, we can keep it. But here's the reason why I suggest that if we're going to refresh it, that we don't, because it's not kid friendly. Like he had glass top table things and, stuff like that. So when we moved, every time we've moved, there's something that we've left behind or that we've said somebody else can have or that we'll sell. Because I'm like, Jess, like this is not this is not Hearst family approved. This is not. But he says you keep your stuff. And I said, well, here's the reason why. And he agreed with me. I have furniture I bought. I have 20-year-old furniture. I'm looking at it. My couch is a 20-year-old couch. Because when I buy things, I prefer to spend the money and buy the quality thing than cut the corner and get the thing that will only last 5 years. If I'm going to like major purchases, you understand what I'm saying? So, and he said, you always are getting rid of my stuff. And I said, but you know why that is? Like, he says, he said, you're right. Your stuff is always quality. And he gets mad at me when it's time for us to buy something. He's like, why do I have to buy the expensive one? Why do we have to I said, it's not about expensive. It's about quality. It's about something that's designed to last. And I don't want to cut the corner, and I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to buy the one that's going to fall apart or be easy to damage or whatever. I just think I want to buy the thing that we're going to still be able to, that we're going to get our money's worth out of it, And I'm always like, it's like this bedroom furniture that I bought when I remember it was Thomasville Furniture, I didn't go to the Dollar Place cardboard furniture place. It's like I went to the place and I was like, show me, what I want to see what's designed to last. And they showed me the joints and they showed me the wood and they talked to me about the wood. The furniture that I bought, they were like, it's made from this wood. We put it under this much pressure, this and this and that. So I just believe in buying things that are designed to last. So, and he's now concurred, even though he still gives me a hard time. And then I said, listen, what is your goal? What is your goal? What is your goal with this furniture? Because I can make sure your goals are met. I can get you a new chair, dear, that will meet the goal. You want to feel how when you sit in this chair? You want to be comfortable? Is this the TV chair? Is this your chair for the front porch? Okay, I will take care of you. I will make sure that you have what you need. So I think that there's something to be said for getting things that last, right? So my bike that I was on, that y'all just saw that picture of, Y'all, I'll put the picture on Instagram later today. That bike right there, well, technically, that bike, I'm looking at it now, that's my daughter's bike. She came over here and rode bikes too the other day, which was kind of cool because she loves riding bikes because I love riding bikes. Hey, Shanika, I'm glad you caught me live this morning. So, but I still have my bike. Y'all, that bike is 25 years old. And it's a great bike. I went to my mom's house the other day, and her bike is in there. I remember when she bought the bike. She's always had a bike, and she bought a new bike in her 60s, I think. And she just was like, it's just time for me to get a new one, and I love riding. She has the little bell on there. In fact, one of the stories that I got to hear about, as we were talking about her, right after her passing, and everybody's telling stories, and she worked at a department store called Fogarty's in Guyana. And when my dad was in Guyana to do a crusade, and they met and they developed a little friendship, he used to ride a bike from my grandparents' home to Fogarty's to meet my mom after work, and then they would ride bikes back to my grandparents' house. So riding bikes is a thing, So I saw her bike, and I remembered us going bike riding with her when we were younger. And so anyway, my point is I love riding bikes, and I was like, if I know I love it, and I'm gonna do it for a while, why would I cut corners? Because then you're gonna end up now. You got to stay within your budget, and you have to spend the money that you have, right? But when you have it, save and go shopping and get the best thing. Now listen, I have nothing against IKEA furniture. In fact, I've got IKEA bookshelves all over my house. But the boys just recently, there's a chair that they have for one of the computers, desktops in our home, and my son said, "Mom, we need a new chair. The chair broke," and there are 3 broken chairs. In fact, the chair I'm in is from IKEA, actually, but it's me in it, not 3 boys. But the chairs that break are always the IKEA chairs. Now they're cheap, and they're great, and the bookshelves are fine, of course. But I just want to say, you just need to know when you're buying something. You just need to be honest about what you're investing in, and it's worth investing in what you love. That's basically what I want to say. It's worth investing in what you love. That may be a class because you just want to learn it. That may be an activity. So I'm thinking about this, y'all. Yeah, Renee, you said the bike they recommended for you. Renee on YouTube said it's priced at $550. It's a great quality bike. It would be an investment, and I want it. Well, make sure you can afford it. Don't buy it on credit. But I'm all here for things that last. Okay. So, yeah. And again, nothing wrong with IKEA. You just have to know what you're doing. That some of the things, not all, but some of the things, they're not designed to last with you, and it's okay. It's okay. But I want you to think about, when you do what you love, investing in you. Because here's the thing. Andrea. Hi, Andrea. You called me earlier this week, didn't you? I think I saw it, and then I didn't remember it the next day. I'm sorry. Call me today. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't know that this was coming back around. I didn't know that. Thank you, Jesus. You are worthy of the investment. I didn't know. I was tying the story. I didn't know. It just happened. You are worth the investment, and your life costs too much for you to fail. And you will feel like a failure if you do not engage and invest in what you love. Did you see how I did that? Okay, so Cass Nels 7 on Instagram said, "I'm still trying to figure out what I love, not what people love for me." Y'all, isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? We know how to love what people want us to love, and we struggle to figure out what we love on our own. Okay, so I met a lady. She came. So Coffee with Chrystal, before this situation, has always been it's always been a, how can I say it? Oh, there's my iPad. I should get my iPad because I want to show y'all something. It's always been an in-person event. I mean, I charged $25 because I would, have coffee and desserts and all the fun things to make it look pretty, just so I could pay for it to look like something. And then people would come in, and there would always be about 100, 150 people. And then what I love about it is because I get to see people in person, I get to see people in person. And so, but one lady said to me, she said, I want you to know, my husband passed away. My kids were small, and I spent all of my time, I was a homemaker. So I spent my time making a home for him. And then when he passed, I spent all of my time making sure that my kids were good. And I can't remember if she homeschooled or not, but she said, I just invested in my kids. My husband's, of course, gone. My kids now are gone. And when my last child graduated, I just realized I did not know me. I didn't know me. She said, I actually went to the store and I didn't even know what fruit I like. So here's the key. Oh, I'm getting like this. I'm getting all on the inside. Oh, because this is what I'm here for, y'all. This is what I'm here for. I am here to help y'all figure out what you love. This is like, I get tingly thinking about it. Okay. Okay. Stream of consciousness. One of the people I admire the most in my life, in ministry, as a mother, as a wife, as a leader. I've called her recently about some tough things. I just said, I need your wisdom. Makes me want to cry. I'm so grateful for Jan Greenwood. She is one of our encouragers for this online event next weekend. But y'all, she's on YouTube. So, she did a thing on not being afraid. She's been at my events at my church. Like, I've just, she's a pastor of women at Gateway. She has done that. Now she's one of the pastors over there, Equip. I mean, like, she's just a godly woman who loves Jesus and who loves leading and pouring into women. And I've just said, hey, can I adopt you? Because I just need somebody who's in ministry, who speaks, who writes, who leads others, just to help me to get my head on straight with some things. And there have been some leadership things I've been called to do at my church, and I was doing them before, but I'm doing them more so now with Mom's passing. So anyway, but because she's an encourager, and because she's, we're doing this 21-day thing in the inner circle, another stream of consciousness. I'm coming back to it. Somebody asked me the other day, I'm so confused about all the things. And you know what? I got too many things going on. So the Facebook group is the sister circle. Well, no, the sister circle is a whole idea. It's an idea, and we all have one. I just happen to have a sister circle group on Facebook. Anybody can be in there, and you show up for community and for good conversation. That's what that is. It's free. The inner circle is for people who want more, people who want to support what I do. They want extra content, extra stuff. And there are different levels of financial contribution. Like the bottom level is like $5. Okay. So Jan, as an encourager, all of my people who speak and do things for me, I invite them into the group. I'm like, come on in. Like, I want you to be a part and see what I'm doing and, jump in and chime in if you want to. So because in the inner circle, we're doing a 21-day journey right now. So that's why the lower level, the $5 level, is the only one that's available, because the other levels, we're doing something together right now. So she texted me last night and she said, girl, this 21-day journey is incredible. It's incredible. And I was like, girl, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous about you even being in there and like seeing what we're doing. She said, it's incredible. It's totally incredible. I said, well, I have great interns. Shout out to Catherine and Debbie, Monique. who took existing content and put a whole journey together. But the 21-day journey, y'all, if you've read She's Still There, is the gifts, the abilities, your interest in nature. It's walking you through doing the work. That's what it is. We're walking you through doing the work. Who am I? What am I gifted at? What am I skilled at? What am I passionate about? What am I interested in? Who am I? What's my personality? Like, we're walking them through. So here's where I'm coming back to it. Doing what you love and discovering what you love, like discovering who you are. You know, it's kind of what I said about paying attention yesterday. You gotta slow down and you gotta look. You gotta slow down and you gotta look. So when Jan Greenwood said, "This is incredible," it just made me so happy, because this is what I feel like I'm here to do. I feel like I'm here to help other people figure out what they're supposed to be doing, to get off that hamster wheel, to stop doing things on automatic, to stop falling asleep at the wheel, to stop having habits and routines and they don't even know why they're doing the thing, to say, you know what? Hold on, pump the brakes. What am I here for? And what do I love? You know? And so I see you in the comments, y'all. I see y'all in the comments and it makes me so happy. Lottie Rosardi, you're saying the Inner Circle 21-day journey. It's so worth it. It's so worth it. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. So the good news is, y'all, you can do it yourself. I mean, you know, it's in the book. There's a whole chapter on how you can gain a new perspective on you, right? But the thing is y'all, sometimes we just don't do the thing until we have community. It's just the way that it is, right? We don't do it until somebody's encouraging us to do it. Connie's asking, will the 21-day journey be offered again? It will. We're trying to figure some things out, because the next thing is to do the 90-day journey. And we're trying to figure out how to stick the 21-day journey in front of it. So people we're trying to figure all that out. Because then the 90-day situation, y'all, is now that I've done the work to discover, what am I going to do about it? What am I going to get done in 90 days to put some of these things that I'm realizing into action, to make them reality, to achieve some goals? Because you can know the thing and not do the thing. But knowing what you love and doing what you love is the starting point. So getting back to the story of the lady who said, my children are grown and I don't even know what fruit I like. Listen, I looked at her, and this is the key, y'all. This is the key. Yes, Angela and Angel Bridges. We need motivation sometimes. This is the key. And this is it. You know, it's like, you remember that song? Let's see. It says, it only takes a spark to get a fire going, and soon all those around will warm up in its glowing. That's how it is with God's love. Once you experience it, some. You want to pass it on. It only takes a spark. That right there. Some of us just need a spark. We need a spark. You know, it's like a bomb, you know, you light a match and you stick it on the end and then it whittles down and then the cartoon, you know, it explodes. You just need a spark. And some of us just need a spark. I don't know what the name of that song is, y'all. I just remember how it went. Pass It On. Is that the name of the song? So, anyway, you need a spark. So this lady said to me, she said, so now, here's the key, y'all. She said, so now I just go to the store and try stuff. That's it. That's the key. You just try stuff. Y'all, listen, we're making it too hard. Figuring out what you love, you're making it too hard. Just try stuff. Just try stuff. Go for the bike ride. Just try. And here's an indicator that there's something you may want to try, especially in this age of social media situations. You look at other people and you say, oh, that looks cool. That might be fun. You just have to not then talk yourself out of it. You have to not say, you know, But I can't do that. So there's, some of y'all know I am Tabitha Brown. She's a vegan. She became a vegan because she was not feeling well and her mother had died and she was trying to, figure out her own health. And so she just did a 30-day vegan challenge. She's just trying it. Just trying to see, And here she is 3 years later, millions of followers because she just tried something. And now she's the vegan lady who has a whole in the New York Times and all this other kind of craziness. But you know what she was doing? Trying something. You know what I'm doing every morning? Getting on here live, making mistakes, coming on here late. You want to know what I'm doing? Trying something. Every day of your life, you can wake up and just try some stuff. Go to the grocery store and figure out what fruits you like. It's that simple. Just try some stuff. And you have built-in magnets towards the things that interest you. Because my daughter tried some stuff when she was decorating her home. She was like, I'm just going to gut this out and I'll figure it out. I'll go to IKEA. They're young, so they bought a bunch of stuff from IKEA. I'm going to go to IKEA and measure and I was like, Karis, you've never gutted a home before. You're just going to start. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? If I screw something up, then somebody else can come in and take it over. Like, why not? And she's wired like that, creative like that. Just try some stuff. So how do you begin to know what you love? And you have no idea? First of all, you probably do have an idea if you pay attention to who you admire. Because we have a magnet inside. We're attracted to the things. It's like opposites attract, You're attracted to your opposite. A lot of times it just works that way. Well, I believe the same thing is involved with trying things that you love. Actually, it's just not opposites. You're attracted to something that your soul desires. And you just don't know it yet. It's like we're designed for worship. And so that's why the Israelites in the Bible, hey, Renee Flores, thank you. I see, the Israelites in the Bible, they worship the golden calf. Here's my Bible, y'all. They worship the golden calf because they wanted a leader, right? And Moses left. He went up into the mountains and he was talking to Jesus on Mount Sinai. He was talking to God. While he was up there getting the word, the people downstairs, down at the bottom of the mountain, they were like, we need something to worship. Where'd he go? We need a leader. We need somebody to look up to, right? We were wired for worship. So you are drawn. This is why we spend all this time looking at people on social media, because we are drawn. We are designed to worship something bigger and larger than ourselves. You're attracted to that. So if you don't decide to place your attraction in the right place, you will find something else to worship, something else to get full on, something else to look to. And what I'm saying, because that's an attraction, is you got to decide where you're going to place that thing. Because I wanted to tell y'all where it is, because, if I'm going to talk about Jesus things, I got to find it. Anyway, the only thing I don't like about my Bible is, it's probably a good thing, is that the concordance in the back, it's Exodus 32. The concordance in the back is not as robust as some of the other Bibles that I have. But the thing is that it's good because then once I find it, I write it down. Like I'm basically building my own concordance because of things I'm constantly looking up. So yeah, Exodus chapter 32. And you get to decide though, based on your magnets, how you use them. So you can be attracted to people on social media and follow all the things that they're doing. Follow Will Smith and the Red Table and all of that. The Kardashians. I follow the Kardashians. Somebody lambasted me about that. They're like, I can't believe you follow the Kardashians. Get a life. Get a life. Like, who cares? Who cares? But anyway, I care. I'm not that whatever. It's just, that meme. There's that meme. There's that gif where Oprah does that. She's like, that's what I'm saying. So because we just want to see, we want to admire, we want to say, what are other people doing? This is what God said to Moses in verse 7 of chapter 32. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, go down at once, for your people, not my people. God didn't say these are my people. He said, for your people have corrupted themselves. They have quickly turned aside from the way which I have commanded them. They have made for themselves a molten calf and have worshipped it and have sacrificed to it and said, this is your God, O Israel, who brought you up from the land of Egypt. The Lord said to Moses, I've seen this people, and behold, they are an obstinate or hard-headed, that's what that means, hard-headed people. So the people said in verse 1, come make us a God who will go before us. As for Moses, because we don't know where he is. They needed somebody to follow. They needed somebody to look to. They needed something to do. So they made something up. Y'all, all of social media, we just making stuff up because we need to see something. We're just, and there's nothing wrong with it. But what I'm telling you is you were designed for certain things. Okay. That's what my message is. You're designed for certain things. You are designed to worship something or someone. And if you don't worship God and spend time with God, you'll waste all your time on social media worshiping other people. That's why you need to pay attention to how much time you spend on your phone worshiping other people, including me. Including me. If you can spend an hour with me in the morning, how much time are you spending with Jesus? Just want to say that out loud. Convicted myself. But you were also designed for certain things. There are people in your life who you will admire because it's not even them. It's what they have. It's what they're doing. It's what they're engaged in. And there's something in you that wants that. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so you can start discovering what it is that you love often by looking at what you're worshiping. Because it may not be the person that you're worshiping. It may be what they have. It may be what they're doing. It may be their talent, their gift. And you're looking at them and thinking, man, I just want to see what they're doing. When really, it's what you're supposed to be doing. But instead of you living your best life, doing the thing that you love, you're just watching somebody else doing what they love. Did I just hit you? I think I just hit you. Some of y'all are wasting your life watching other people do the things that you need to be doing with your life. You're only watching them because you're not doing it. So instead of enjoying your life and doing your life well, you're sitting back, being lazy, being afraid, and it's easier to just watch them. So what I'm telling you is stop being a bystander in your life and start living your life. And how do you start living your life full? You start with Jesus because he made you and he actually knows what he put in you and he knows how to get things out of you. Okay. That you start with Jesus. But then you slow down and you look at your life. That's all we're doing in the 21-day journey. That's all we're doing. We're just slowing down and we're saying, take your time. Just take your time. Again, the stuff is in the book, y'all. Read the book. I don't even know what chapter it is. I don't have the book. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, sorry. That was loud. I don't even know. I don't know where it is. The point is, it's in there. And like I even put together a whole course. And when I put together this course, y'all, and don't ask me where it is right now because it'll be on sale soon. So just don't spend your money right now. Give me another week. I'll put it on sale for you. But I did it and I was thinking, this is dumb. I was doing some stuff and just thinking, okay, how can I serve people better? And how can I? So I put the course together, right? And I was thinking, this is so dumb because this is not rocket science. And one of the girls on my team, she said, yes, but a lot of people don't know what to do. They don't know how to do it. They're not doing it, even if they do know. And it will still be useful to somebody who needs to do this work. So I said, okay. And the reason why I did that is because I realize that some of us just need somebody to slow us down and walk us through it. You know what I mean? You just need to slow down and walk through it. And so what I want to tell you about is that you just need to slow down and walk through it. Just slow down and walk through it. You know, I love it. Trace06 on Instagram with what I was just saying said, Liechtenstein, pow. I love that. You just got to slow down and do the work. But what I can tell you is you were born with a magnet, and you are probably attracted to people who have things in their lives, or who are doing things with their lives, or who are embodying things of their life that you desire. So instead of, Candace is at the door and I'm live. Let me text her and tell her I'm coming. There's a girl who's coming to my house today to help me organize some things because I'm on late. Y'all, I may need to go answer the door. I probably just need to get off. Okay, so I'm gonna, you know what I was gonna do anyway? I was gonna show y'all something. So what I want to, but then the Instagram people can't see it. Oh man. Okay, I'm just gonna text her and tell her I'm coming. Okay. Okay. You have to slow down and look. That's the point here. That's the point. Go answer and come back. Y'all want me to go answer the door and come back? Okay. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. I put you on hold. Oh, yes, y'all. I had to go answer the door. Oh, that I had to answer the door. Candace comes over sometimes I taught her how to edit podcasts. So now she can help me. Speaking of which, I got to put a podcast up today. But anyway, so I taught her how to do that. She's handling all of our customer service registration questions for the online event. So I had to let her in. Oh, okay. Next time, hold music. Yes, I should do that the next time. So anyway, y'all, you are attracted to things because they're already in you. So that's the thing I need you to understand. You're attracted to things because they're already in you. Okay. He said that was my exercise. No, I need to go outside and walk. So here's the thing. Let me give you an example. There's a reason why family businesses are a thing. Okay. There's a reason why family businesses are a thing. It's because if you're around it enough, right, then you learn how to do it, and you can not only do you learn how to do it, but you may enjoy doing it. It's what you're around, right? And so it's no reason why we wouldn't expect, like a famous basketball player or a football player, when they have children, for their children to play sports because they've been around it. So a lot of times you can develop loves for things that you simply decide to be around. That's why when you talk about studying God's word and people say it's just so hard, and just read it. It's like broccoli. If you eat it for a while, then you may realize that you actually love broccoli. I don't mind drinking green juices, eating salads, because I've learned to love them. So you can learn to love things as well that you don't think that you would enjoy, but that you admire in other people, like running. I always used to look at people who run and think that's them, not me. But then I decided to try it because I was attracted to it, and I actually love it. So this summer, I think we're going to train for a half marathon. So right now, me and the boys are working on a 5K. And then once we reach the 5K mark, my boys were like, oh, good, then we'll be done. And I was like, oh, no, we won't. And they were like, well, what comes next? I said, a 10K. They were like, okay, then we'll be done after that. And then what comes next? No, we're not going to be done. We're probably going to do a half. Y'all, we should do a half together in November, December in Dallas. And you know what? Out of 3 of those boys, one of them, at least one of them, I can guarantee you for the rest of their life will like running. Sometimes you develop doing things that you love just because you try things, or you force feed because it's good for you. You can learn to love things that are good for you. So Watermark Dove, she's asking, I'm just now tuning in. When and how often does Chrystal do Coffee with Chrystal? Every weekday morning for another week. I'm going to go till Memorial Day weekend. And then I just feel like y'all ought to be okay. I feel like y'all ought to be okay. I'm going to get us to next week's event. And then I'm going to let y'all live your best life. I'm going to let you get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and live your life instead of sitting here watching me talk about mine. Okay. So I wanted to show you something, if I can find it. But while I'm waiting, I don't even know how long I've been on. Almost an hour. So Instagram, I think I'm going to, okay. I think I'm going to probably hop off in a sec. Oh, what's happening next week? It's the Sister Circle online event. So that's at crystalevanshurst.com/TSC online. That's what they say. We're not going to be okay. We need you in June. Y'all, I have to finish a book. I have a book coming out in July, 28 Days of Prayer, but I have a book due in July for next year. And I have to finish. I have to finish it. Y'all, I'm not gonna, I gotta focus. I have to live my life. Okay, I was looking for my photo stream, but it's not on here. Man. I was trying to find something, but I can't find it. Man, oh well. Okay. It's not on here. Okay. See, let me show y'all this because I was trying to show y'all yesterday. This is what my screen looks like when I'm talking to y'all. And actually, it's a little bit more complicated than that. This is what my screen looks like when I'm talking to y'all. It's like super, like all of these things, you know. So what I'm going to do, there's a minute and a half left on Instagram. So I'm going to pause for just a second. And I'm going to move over to just YouTube and Facebook and take questions. Okay. And I'll stay on for maybe about 15 more minutes. So if you're on Instagram and you need to start your day, or you need to get to work, or you need to pay attention to your kids, have a good day. And then I will give 15 more minutes here on Facebook or YouTube for random things. We can talk about all the things that y'all were derailing me about earlier. Anyway, I'm sorry. I've spoiled you. Instagram, you're saying I've spoiled you. We're not going to be okay. You'll be okay. I believe it. I believe in Jesus. And he is the perfecter and the finisher of your situation. All right, y'all. Instagram, logging off. So here's the thing with Instagram now. It's not letting me share it to my stories. It just says share to Instagram TV. I'm going to do that. But it's like this whole situation now. I can't just say go. It's like doing what you love. So y'all can put your questions in the comments. I'll come to them in just a second. Whoops. Learn to love beets. I hate beets. I hate them. So the drink, the number two drink in this cleanse is a beet drink, y'all. And I literally hold, and I used to not, I used to not get that drink. I would substitute it and get another drink. Cause but what I do, I still don't love it, but what I do is I hold my nose. Because if somebody says the smell you don't like, and a lot of times if you roast the beets, you get rid of the smell. But I'm drinking it, and the smell, but if I hold my nose, I can drink it. My husband, he tasted it. He said, let me taste it. It can't be that bad. And I let him taste it. He was like, ugh. But I hold my nose and I can get it down. Okay. So here's the link to the event. I see your questions. I'm scrolling through looking at the questions. So I'll just put that on the screen. Beet, carrot, and ginger drink. That's exactly what it is. I hate it. I can't do it. Love beets. I have celery juice downstairs. That's my number 4 drink for today. This is just the juice bar. Oops. The juice bar. And you just walk in and you say, I want a 1-day cleanse. $60, y'all. $60. But you know what? They saved me from standing in front of my juicer. Beets are wonderful. They're wonderfully good for you. They are great for iron. They're also great for blood pressure. They're like great for a lot of things. High in a lot of things. Okay. Desiree Stearns, yes, we got your email and we're working on a way to help to let you sponsor another person. We've actually had some people ask about scholarships. So we're starting there. So thank you so much. And you'll be getting an email soon because we had to figure it out. So we saw the email and we'll get to it. Thank you so much. All right. So questions. Oops. All right. So I'm looking for questions if y'all have any. $60 for the whole day. Yes. And it's seven juices, 7 different things. Have you ever tried a green smoothie cleanse? Yes. Yes, I have. And honestly, y'all, you really, most of us don't need juices. We need the fiber. You really need the fiber. And you need the fiber and not you for a couple of reasons. One, of course, fiber acts as like a cleaning brush for your colon and your intestines, right? But in addition to that, fiber slows down your absorption of, sugar. So you want protein and fiber are always supposed to be the things that you have to slow down the absorption of things your body doesn't need in a rush. So this is a high carb, high sugar drink here. Even though it's all healthy, it's high carb, high sugar. Most of the drinks for today are not, but it's the first drink of the day. And I guess they want to get you going. But honestly, so if you, let me see. Let me just Google this for y'all real quick. Let me help y'all out. Lori said, would you be willing to pop in once a week or twice a month so you can wean us off? Maybe. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, let me see. Master cleanse romaine. Okay. Because you can do it, and get between the live event and the 20. Okay, you're asking me money questions. Okay, hold on one second. Let me do one thing at a time. Okay, if you will Google Master Cleanse, okay, Master Cleanse, that will lead you down a nice path. And a lot of people do it a lot of different ways, but if you Google Master Cleanse, start there. Okay. So I just Googled it. I wanted to make sure y'all were going to come up with some good stuff. Yeah. And so Google Master, okay. Google Master Cleanse, but literally this is what I used to do. I used to take some romaine. I used to take some romaine with some water, some honey, some lemon, some cayenne, and like a little apple, green apple, and blend it in the blender. And then drink it fast because that stuff starts to plump up. There may have been other ways to do this, but it was just like romaine, a little apple, some lemon, a little cayenne. But when you see the master cleanse, you'll see there are just a lot of options. The bottom line is, if you drink your fiber, you just can get it in. It's a lot easier to eat a blended salad than to eat a whole salad. You just blend it up and it makes it smaller. You just, when my kids were little, y'all, when we would have salad for dinner, I would take the salad, put it in the blender and blend it up and feed it to the babies with a spoon. They don't know they're not supposed to like salad. They don't know. And their taste buds are developing and they will like what you give them. The first food for a baby, I didn't give them banana. I gave them peas. I don't want to start them off with the stuff that's going to be addictive. I want to start them off with the stuff that they can learn to love. Gave them peas. Good juicer, Vitamix. It's expensive, but start somewhere. My first blender was a Cuisinart that I got as a wedding gift. And I think it was like under $100. But now you've got the Ninjas. I mean, there's just no reason. Vitamix is a powerhouse. I've had mine. Gosh. Has to be at least 10 to 12 years, at least. And it's just now starting to show some signs of wear and tear. Yeah. So, yeah. Apple cider vinegar, yes, helps lower blood pressure and cleanse the gut, 100%. If you will do your homework and just say, how can I do better? How can I do better? You don't have to know everything. There's a million opinions about what and how you should live your life anyway. So don't get stressed out. Just, again, remember, try something. Just try something. It's probably better than the way you're eating now. If you're eating out and you try to eat more at home, try to add more fiber to your diet, you'll be doing better. Baby steps. Okay, I'm looking for questions. Oh, you blend your salad too. Do I add ranch and bacon bits? I don't do ranch. That's not true. I eat ranch with Wingstop. And I only like homemade ranch. I don't like Hidden Valley ranch. And, I'm a sauce snob. So I can make a pretty good Caesar salad dressing on my own in my blender with anchovy paste. Did you even know that was a thing? But I don't like ranch on everything. And because I did Joel Furman's Eat to Live a few years ago, at that point I stopped needing salad dressing. Now if I go out to eat, I put my salad dressing on the side. If I use it at all, I dip my fork in it and then I get a bite. And I usually end up using about a third, no more than half of the dressing that they give me. But I can take a lemon and squeeze it on a salad and add a little pepper to the salad and be just fine. Because it's a whole lot of fat and a whole lot of calories for stuff that's actually not that good. Will I have any guests soon? Yes, I have a guest scheduled for Monday. Many of you may know her, but a lot of you probably don't. Her name is Michelle. She's an awesome photographer, a single woman who is refurbing her home, and she's just, everything that she touches is ridiculously beautiful. So I asked her, I don't know her in real life. I asked her, hey, would you mind joining me so we could talk about what it looks like to maximize this season as a single woman, what it means to do what you love, because she's a photographer and an awesome photographer at that, what it looks like to take care of your home. We're going to talk about that. Intermittent fasting. Yep, that's helpful. So everybody's going to have their thing. You understand? Look, everybody's got their tip for salad. Y'all keep asking, did somebody ask Tavidia about my face? Y'all, I wish I could say I use Clinique, or, and sometimes I do. I bought Clinique. When I have Clinique because I got a travel pack. Let me take this off. Just all kinds of things coming on the screen now. I got a travel pack because somebody was like, try this. I was like, okay, I'll try it. But that's not it. Soap and water is the reason why. And mother gave me good genes. Let me turn this off. Turn that off. Y'all, my computer, like I'm pressing buttons and it's not cooperating. Okay. But I appreciate your comments. Add vitamin D3. See, everybody, listen, everybody has a solution. Everybody has a solution. But what I'm trying to tell you is you start somewhere. Yeah, you said Clinique breaks you out. When I was in high school, I tried Noxzema. Y'all remember Noxzema? That stuff tore my skin up. I was peeling and it just fried my skin. I just was peeling and dry and skin was cracking and couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Okay, what is the name of her name is Michelle, Meshali. And I follow her on Instagram. Okay, so if y'all put a question in here, then put it in again if I can't see it because the thing scrolls really fast. Okay, somebody asked, will Priscilla be there? I'm assuming being there meaning the online event. Yes, she is teaching a session on Saturday. Okay, straight ACV. So actually straight apple cider vinegar, you don't want to drink too often, too long, because it actually can tear up the lining of your esophagus and ruin the enamel in your teeth. So one of the tips one of my midwives gave me was to drink it with a straw. So that way when you drink it, it goes straight to the back of your throat. But also you can dilute it. Like you can put apple cider vinegar. You can make a hot toddy out of it and mix it with a little lemon, maybe some cranberry juice or something like that will help it go down. So drink it. You can drink it diluted. Now, it means it's going to take longer to get something down that doesn't taste great. So I typically do a shot, but I throw it to the back of my throat or I put it in a cup with a little water and drink it with a straw. But either way, you get it down quick and just be careful because it can actually, it's the reason why it cleans out your gut is because it cleans out a lot of things and you want to just be careful about that. So do your homework on that. I'm no holistic practitioner. I've just done a little reading and I know a few things. Okay, I'm looking for your questions. Are you doing a meal plan today? I am going to plan my week. Y'all, I did not plan my meals this week or last week, and our food situation has been a disaster. And so today I'm planning my meals for next week. I literally opened my refrigerator on Wednesday, forgot that I'd taken eggs to my dad's house on Sunday for Mother's Day to make breakfast, and then I didn't have eggs for Wednesday, and we have eggs every Wednesday. My whole situation has been jacked all week with food, so I'm going to get back on it. Linda Ironfield said, I'm a mother of 11, 8 boys and 3 girls, and I'm still alive. You're doing a great job. Thank you, Linda, from YouTube. I wish I had more kids. I do. Maybe not in this season. Like this season is tough, and there are a lot of things happening in our family that are heavy. It would probably be a lot if we had like 7 kids, but I totally would have enjoyed to have like a solid 7. A solid 7. Because I enjoy being a mom. I do not drink coffee every day. Okay, here come the questions. How did you get the count? Okay, everybody wants to know. Here's Selena on Facebook. Let me answer your question for all the people. Because y'all keep messaging me, telling me, what are you using? What are you using? What are you using? Y'all, I'm using a program called Ecamm Live. I should totally have an affiliate for this. I should totally be an affiliate for this. I just tell stuff. People normally, when they tell you for stuff, y'all, they get paid for telling you. Like they get a kickback. I have it. Ecamm Live is the software. Okay. And it allows you to do fun things like put the quotes on the bottom of your screen and to put the graphics on there. And like, here's the thing. Like I say, if you want to get this from me, just message me. Like the ability to throw a graphic on a screen. Like if you want my manager minutes printable, all you have to do is go into my Facebook direct messages and just go in and click get started. And then you'll automatically get it. If you're already in my direct messages, you won't automatically get it. You'll have to say, can you please give me the printable, please? But the ability to do that, I'm doing all of this in Ecamm Live. Okay. All right. Do you have a suggestion for kids to learn about writing? Here's all that question. I just need to have tech day. So we can just have a tech talk. We have a geeky girl. That's what I should do. I should have a geeky girl episode. And all we do is talk about tech stuff. Do I have suggestions to teach kids to learn about writing? Well, it depends on the age of the kid. I am super pro Institute for Excellence in Writing. Super pro Institute for Excellence in Writing. Ridiculously pro Institute for Excellence in Writing. 100%. There's other programs called Writer's Workshop, Excellence in Writing. It's another version of a program. But Institute for Excellence in Writing, because it is designed not just to teach the kid to write, it's designed to teach the mom to write so she can teach the kids to write. And for me, I was always a natural writer, so I couldn't break down the steps for my kids. I just knew how to do it. And Institute for Excellence in Writing, IEW, taught me how to do that. There are a lot of other great writing programs. A lot of Writing Strands is another great writing program. But what I found is most books that I had in school didn't do a good job of teaching writing. They taught you about the mechanics of a paper, but they didn't really say, here's how to make your writing interesting. They didn't talk about a hook and a good close. They didn't talk about starting your sentences in different ways and how to make sure you don't start your sentences the same way, back to back, how to make them interesting. How an adverbial clause can open up a paragraph and where you want to use that. They didn't talk about, we know what compound sentences are. They didn't talk about when you use those and how they make an impact. Like it's a whole thing. So part of summer school for my boys will be Institute for Excellence in Writing. It'll be I've done a lot of writing programs. So it'll be a mashup of a few things, but the base will be Institute for Excellence in Writing. Y'all have jumped all the way into tech. Y'all just want to do tech. Okay. So let me say, Calvania Radford, you said, I am intrigued by the guest you have on. You just follow them and reach out personally and ask? Well, it depends on the person. Like some of them I know, once removed. And so I'll say, hey, can you just ask them? Can I have an email? Some of them, though, I just reach out to. Like Sean Cannell, I don't know him. I was just like, yeah. So, but I have known a lot of people who've done interviews and they just ask. And they ask multiple times, and after a while, they get the interview. And you'll hear people say that. I've been trying for a long time to get this person, and I finally got the interview. That's because they didn't know him, and they just kept reaching out and asking the questions. So the Geeky Girl event, just Geeky Girl. Y'all are here for the Geeky Girl. Okay. How do you get in my Facebook direct messages? So when you go on the page, and I don't know if I can do it because I'm logged into my own situation. Maybe I can do it on Safari. It may not work there. Okay, let me see. But basically you just go on there and there should be a spot where you can say send a message. And then you just click send a message. Y'all are like, would I be open to doing Coffee with Chrystal once a week after May? Y'all want to pray about it. I want to pray about it and see what the Lord says about my time. Has anybody else felt busier in COVID-19? Because church had to go online and I started doing more stuff online, and because everything that I had to do, everybody needed a meeting about it or a Zoom about it, I just felt like things got busier. And I found that people in ministry, people that are entrepreneurs and that have to do their business now online, making that shift caused a ramp up. It wasn't a ramp down. For a minute, it felt like, oh, this is great. And then all of a sudden, it just went. Does anybody else feel like that? Stephen Jackson, you wanted to know more about how I built my team. And I talked about that yesterday. You weren't there for it? I literally found your question and answered your question. I totally did. So I think if you go to yesterday's live, you'll see that I answered your question on there. And it's towards the end when I'm answering the questions. Okay. My computer, y'all, it's about to break. It can't handle it. I'm trying to show you this. And it's like, you want me to be live and find a web page? I can't do it. Okay. I was going to see if I could show you, but I don't know if my computer's going to let me. Ugh. Y'all. I don't even know if I can. Moving all these things around on my screen. I can't do it. It won't let me do it. It's not even loading all the way up. I'm sorry. I would totally show you, but I can't. Somewhere on the page, there's a sign up button. Okay. Yes to copycat recipes. Oh, wait. What are y'all talking about? Yes, pray. Don't leave us. Y'all. We need a Geeky Girl workshop at next week's event. Huh. That's a thought. That's a thought. What were you going to show us on your laptop? I was trying to show you my page because somebody was like, where do I sign up on your page? But I can't do it. Computer won't let me do it. Okay. What are y'all saying? I have me watching that too. Once a month. He said yes. Oh, Jesus said yes. Is that what y'all are saying? Okay. We will see. We will see. We will pray about it and see. Yes. Yes. So I just said as soon as I've stopped doing these, y'all gonna be like, where did Chrystal go? And I'm gonna be like, I'm quarantining. The world has come back alive and I am quarantining. Okay. I'm going to answer a couple more questions if you have them. If I missed it, then put it in here and I will try to grab it. Yeah, Cynthia, 4 Zoom meetings in one day. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. Lola, I don't know for sure, but I'm sure if you sent the email, we got it. But we were trying to figure out how we do it, and we figured it out. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, this is just okay. All right, so basically, how do I stay focused? When am I coming to California? When I'm invited and when I can fly. Did I agree with my Strength Finder results? That's a great question. My recipe for my Caesar salad dressing. Okay, Marissa, we got to remind me to give you my recipe for my Caesar salad dressing. Okay. Oh, let's extend the coffee with Chrystal till May 31st. Y'all are going to make me feel bad. You're going to make me feel bad. I'm trying to turtle. I need to turtle. You're like, get that new computer because oh, y'all, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel or if you haven't liked my Facebook page, do that, then anytime I go live, you'll just get a notification. Y'all, yes, the collective persuasion. I'm seeing all these, and then they disappear. Okay. And really it's because they can disappear and I can drag them down, but my computer, when I drag, is like, I can't do that right now. Okay. Hi, Patty. Hi, Patty. Okay. Okay. Somebody said, will we gain information about writing a book at your event? So here's how the event is structured. I like practical teaching. So what I ask my teachers to do, my encouragers to do, is to create content with a how-to in mind. You ought to be able to walk away from your session knowing what to do. Okay. So all day on Saturday, that's just about life. It's about your spiritual life, your emotional and mental life. It's about relationships. It's about your passions. It's like, we don't want to come out of Corona the same way we went in. On Friday, that is for speakers and writers, the daytime. So the main event starts Friday night. We go all day Saturday and into Saturday night. Have a lot of great things planned. Friday day is speakers and writers. Now, I can't do as much as I do as when I have people come in person, whether that's for a workshop or to the retreat where we do this in person. Because, at the retreat, we did a lot of fun things because we were in person. So I can't do all of that, but we took a large amount of that and put it in there. So we've got somebody talking about how to get your book proposal done, how to put a talk together, how to start getting paid to speak. Like, we have that stuff on Friday day. So yes, if you are looking to write a book, but that is there are 3 levels of the event. That's the top level because you're basically saying, I want the whole thing. Okay. All right. Yes, Shannon, that's exactly what I'm doing. My goal here is to teach you how to fly after this is over, how to exercise quality control in your everyday life. So yes, that is the goal. It's like I'm a baby. I'm a baby bird mama, and then they push their babies out of the nest. Because you're not going to live your life if you're just sitting here watching me live mine, Okay. Will it be interactive? It will be. All of the sessions will have a chat box, all of them. And the presenters, the majority of them, the large majority of them, will be in there live, meaning we have asked them to record their sessions, because if we have tech issues, then we want to make sure we at least have their session. But they will be there live in the beginning to say hi. They will be live in the comments, and they will be live after for Q&A. So that way we just make sure we don't have any tech issues, so you can still get what you paid for. And then also they'll be there to be there. Will it be via Zoom or Facebook Live? Neither one. Neither one. We may do a session or two in Zoom of the event, just because it'd be fun, at least at some point, for us to see each other. But we're using a whole nother system that will allow us to have conversations, to do screen shares, and to have a conversation. Okay. All right. I love how you put O brown butterfly. I love how, and this is super helpful. I need to start telling people to do this. She put question in the front so I could make sure I see it. That's helpful. How do you feel like you're not copying what someone else is doing if you truly want to do what they do? Can I just say something about that? Y'all, we're all copying. We are unique people, and the way we do it is what makes what we do unique. It's not that what we do is so unique. Every now and then somebody does something that nobody has ever done before, right? And the reality is, like, a Steve Jobs was a very unique person who was a trailblazer. So every now and then somebody who is walking in their unique life, loving their own life, they'll be a trailblazer. I think Tabitha Brown is a trailblazer. Okay. It's not that there's not ever been another vegan person of color. In fact, she followed a lot of them. What she did that was different is she brought all of her to her passion. She even said, I was thumbing through her Instagram last night, which is why she's on my brain. But she even said, I went to bed last night with this many followers, and I got up this morning with this many followers. And she said, y'all, and all I'm out here doing is being me. So copy away. I don't want to learn anything the hard way. I don't want to, start from scratch. Show me how you do it. Why do you do it? I mean, when people are like, what program are you using to do your lives? Let me save you some time, and really, when you take a course, when you take a class, when you follow somebody online, all you're doing is you're saying to them, listen, I'm willing to pay you, because I signed up for this course. And part of my reason is I'm willing to pay you to save me time. I realize that Google is at my disposal and everything I want to know is probably free. But I want to pay you to save me some time. That's why we go to church. You have a Bible. You have access to the internet. You can get your own commentary and concordance. But when you go to church, the Bible says to go to church, do not forsake the assembling of yourselves together. But also, you're asking the pastor, save me some time. You spent 30 hours studying that scripture this week. Just baby food, spoon feed it to me. That's all happens when you blend your food up. You're like, save me some time. I could spend 15 minutes eating this salad and chewing on it, or I could blend it up and just drink it down. Save me some time. That was a great question. I love that question. Okay, Evangelist Carter. Listen, I have been to a few places where they don't know what to call me. They'll be like Pastor Chrystal, or they'll say Minister Chrystal, or they'll say Evangelist Chrystal, and I'm like, I'm just Chrystal. So I'm like Evangelist Carter. So it doesn't matter how old you are, anything that you want to do in life, as long as you're still breathing, you still get to choose. And I know that I think you got to start with what you love. There's a lady in my church who every year takes a vacation with other ladies from our church because she wanted to travel and she was single and all her friends were married. So she literally said, y'all, I want to travel. I don't want to travel by myself. I want to know, these are the kind of trips I want to take. These are the kind of places I want to go. This is the kind of money I want to spend. Do you want to come with me? And now, y'all, like 15 years later, they still taking a trip together every year. And then they get together for other things. But it started when she was older because she could do it then. You know, she was a single parent. So once her kid left, she was just like, all right, I want to live. So you can start your sister circle around something that you want to do. Because maybe you don't want to talk about, I want friends. I want y'all to be my best friends. I wouldn't start there. I would start with something you want to do. Read a book, take a trip, go shopping. You know what I mean? Just cooking club, a dinner club, trying a new restaurant out in your city every month. Just start somewhere. Start somewhere. Y'all are giving me a hard time. Talking about abandoning. Apostle Chrystal. Listen, y'all not going to get me in trouble. Oh, goodness. Okay, one more question. Will the videos... Oops. My computer won't let me do it. Won't let me be great. Golly. I just need to order the computer. Oh. Call you. I'm only 26, so I call you Mama Pastor. You have such great wisdom for us women. I forgot to call out my millennials today, and my men have to do that on Monday. There was a question, and it disappeared, and I'm trying to find it again. Would you sign up to receive stars so we can send you a blessing? I don't know what receive stars means. What does receive stars mean? But somebody else asked me, will the sessions be available after that day? Yes. So the event is live Friday and Saturday, meaning all the encouragers, the majority. There are some who just couldn't make it, but their content, you needed their content. So I was like, that's okay. But the majority of them, they will be there live so that you get to interact live, because the interaction is where the fun is, right? After that goes away, the content will stay up for 7 days. Why only 7 days? Because y'all know as good as I do that many of us, if I tell you this will be available to you for a year, you'll never do it. You'll never do it. So I'm like, I have enough content there where you can get what you need, watch it multiple times if you need to, take notes, and then the end. Now, what I am doing is I am inviting all of the ladies who have created content to, after the event, leave it in that space for one-off purchases. So that way people who don't need a whole event or later realize I needed that but I'm leaving that up to the encouragers. They're going to decide whether or not they're letting me borrow their content and for an event, and then we'll go from there. Okay, you'll have to tell me about the stars because I don't know anything about the stars. I have to activate the stars? Huh. I don't even know what y'all are talking about. And y'all are on Facebook. Huh. I'll have to check it out. I don't even know about that. I don't even know about that. Kimika Burton, I got to answer this. I was talking about boys. Y'all asked me about Cash App. Do y'all know I don't have a Cash App? I don't want it. I don't have it. What's the other one? Cash App, Venmo, don't have it. Don't want it. If you're on my email list, at the bottom of every email, there's a little link where you can send a gift if that's what you want to do. Or you can join the inner circle. That's another way to support what I do. Okay, Kimika Burton, you said my son is very smart, but I'm having a very difficult time getting him to do the work. When I finally get him to sit down, he gets most, if not all, of his subjects right. How do I get him to like or love learning? I guess is what you're going to say. So and I don't know how old your son is, but I will say this. You plant the seeds and then there's fruit. So there are certain things you're going to do and they're not going to love it, and you just do it. Accountability. They just have to be accountable to doing the work. You can't expect what you don't inspect. But I think there's a lot to be said. I mean, we will in a second hire private tutors for our kids because we understand the value there. There's a lot to be said for you sitting down with your kid. And it may be, and then you're looking for spark. It kind of goes back to what I was saying, and you want to do this even for your kids. One of the benefits of homeschooling is that for most of my kids, not all of them, but most of them, I've been able to identify something that sparks their interest when they're teenagers and then just pour into that. You love that? Let's read books about that. Let's take field trips about that. You can write about that. Like, because motivation is such a great, important aspect of learning. And so I would say, don't minimize the value of you sitting with him. Don't think there's anything wrong with that. We would hire a private tutor. So just call yourself his private tutor. And then just know that at some point you'll notice something. There'll be something that he's interested in, something that he wants to do. And then you just do more of that. Do more of that. Do more of that. Yeah, I'm not doing Cash App and Venmo for that very reason. Y'all are telling your stories about avoid Cash App and all that stuff. So since all the banks now have Zelle, I just prefer bank to bank. I don't want a third party, and PayPal is as far as I'll go. PayPal is as far as I'll go. Oh, Stars allowed you to send money. Who knew? Who knew? I don't know anything about that. That goes to show y'all that I'm not even, y'all, my team, they're always like, Chrystal, oh my gosh, you give too much away for free. They're always telling me this, y'all. But I'm like, I'm a businesswoman who has a ministry heart and a ministry background. So when it's business, business is business. I write a book, no problem. I'm speaking, no problem. But when it comes to like just sharing, I have a really hard time with that. And y'all need to understand that a lot of the reason why, and I was talking to a girl just yesterday about this. She just said, I realized that I had to start charging because I actually couldn't sustain this. Like what I'm doing, I couldn't sustain it. Like at a certain point, it's eating into our family budget, whatever. And I just decided, like, I can't, this doesn't make sense. And it took a long time, y'all. It took a long time for me to even say, y'all, hey, y'all, you want to support what I do? I just took a long time. So I'm getting better at it. Okay. Thank y'all. I see your comments and I see your oh yeah, I'll do that for you. Okay. So I've talked about some things and y'all are asking me, come on, computer. Y'all are asking me about the link. So here's the link to the event. ChrystalEvansHurst.com/TSC online. Okay. Here's the link to the inner circle. Chrystal Evans, I'll move it so you can see both. .com/inner circle. Here's the link to the Facebook group. If you need community, this is free. ChrystalEvansHurst.com/Facebook group. And for those of y'all who are like, how'd I get your book? There you go. They're all on the screen. ChrystalEvansHurst.com/shop. Oh, okay. All right. I'm sitting here. I need to get up. My phone has been ringing. And my family's like, what is happening? What is happening? You will see me again on Monday. I'll be here on Monday with a friend. Yeah, you know what? Somebody's like, what are the sessions about? Y'all listen. This is the deal. This is why last year when we did the retreat, we were like, do you want to come and get away? Don't worry, I'll make it worth your while. Because it is so much work, like to get people's headshots and to get their bios and to get their session descriptions. So you know what? I just am like, I'm not doing it. I mean, it will be there eventually. But I was like, I'm going to tell y'all about the event and you can just trust me and come. I can guarantee you, based on the people that I know that are speaking and the material that I know you're going to get. I mean, here's the deal. 30 speakers. 30. It'll be worth your while. And then we couldn't even fit everybody into the day. So then there's everybody that's in the day. And then there's a whole host of other sessions that are strictly on demand because they're kind of deep dives. So during the day, we'll talk generally about motherhood, for example. That's one example, one pick. But in the deep dives, in the on-demands, moms of toddlers, moms of teenagers, moms of adult children. So, I mean, y'all, I have thought about y'all. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I've thought about y'all. So I'm really excited. Okay, so we're going to have a geeky girl. Okay, so now I got my interview on Monday. Y'all are helping me plan my whole week. I have an interview on Monday. And then we got to do a geeky girl day. And then we're definitely going to have a sister circle day, how to build your sister circle day, right? So that's 3 of them that are planned. Okay. I gotta go, y'all. Just on here talking. Got up late and then can't stop talking. An hour and 45 minutes. You remember when I said these were only gonna be 15 minutes? You remember when I said that? I'm getting in the way of you living your best life. All right, y'all. I will talk to you later. Bye.